What's going on, guys? I'm Chance and this is Line Racing. I wanted to work on the Nova again. If you're new here and you missed last week's video, we got a 76 Nova running. It'll be down there. You can see it. Go back to it after you watch this. But I was hoping to work on it again this week, but unfortunately my parts didn't come in. I ordered a carb kit off of Holly's website. It didn't come in. It's going to be here like Tuesday, so that'll be a video for next week. So what we're going to be doing today is let me show you what I got. I got this rusty crusty 350. It was sitting out there where I bought the Nova, and the guy kind of wanted it gone, so he pretty much gifted it to me for just a little bit of money. And so I figured, what the heck, there's people out there that maybe want to try this. This is a motor that has been sitting out in a field for years, been getting rained on. There's nothing covering the carburetor, so rain is more than likely went down the carburetor in the cylinders. It's iron block, so it's probably gone. I figured, what the heck, I'll make a video of it. I'll try to get it busted free, and if we can get it moving around, maybe we'll try to fire it up on a stand. So for this video, I'm going to be trying to get it broke down a little bit and separated, get this transmission off of it that I can't pull in and out of gear. Can't turn the motor, so I don't know why I put myself into these situations. We're going to try. Y'all stick with me. We're just going to try. So step number one of the plan we do not have is just start PB blasting everything. Whenever I say this thing has been sitting in a field covered up by nothing, I mean it's been sitting in a field covered up by nothing. Maybe this will do it. All right. Give you a brief idea of how this is probably going to go. That is the transmission dipstick that is rusted in half. So more than likely this is going to be a fail, but we're going to try it anyways, just because. That actually wasn't too bad. I'm a little bit surprised in that. Ah! Well, we got it off. 350. I mean, if anything, it'll be a core charge. Hey, it's spinning free. That's kind of surprising. There's actually been some ATF in it in its life, so it's not bad. So now that we got this out of the way, I'm going to take that quadrajet off, and I'm going to put my lift plate that we made on there, and we're going to pick this engine up and start trying to tear it down just a little bit, just enough where we can work with it. Here's the bottom of the carburetor. Not a good sign. Somebody has either been in here with a freaking wrench or probably trying to break it free, and they bent the blades. So that means any rain that went down this choke straight into the engine. Not a great sign. Put this in the scrap pile over here. That's down the engine. If this runs, I will be extremely surprised. Extremely surprised. It's probably not going to run. Just start taking crap off that's in the way. This is how I work on engines, guys. Sledgehammer. Just go ahead and just coat everything up. That can's done. Got the freaking sharpshooting model of this. Look at this. Can even control the flow. So I'm talking about, PB. Hiya, hiya, hiya. There we go. Show y'all a little trick when you got a stubborn bolt. There you go. Geronimo! Alright. We're going full mechanic. I got on the gloves. You didn't take that out of round too bad. Alright, we're going straight to the big dog. You can tell this is a hot rod. We got nuts stacked on top of bolts. Or it could have just been me. I might have worked on this car last time. Got a little bit more scrap. So if we do get it running, it's probably going to need to be torn down. I mean, as you can tell, I mean, didn't nobody think that this is going to run. But at least we're getting it broke down some. So while we're here, we can go ahead and get these last little bits of exhaust pipe out of the way. One more thing out of the way, guys. Let's see if we can drain the oil. Here's the magic question. Is there anything in this oil pan? Here's what's in the oil pan. Sludge. Lots and lots of sludge and water. So we're at the part now where I'm not going to spend no more time on this. I just want to fill the cylinders and let it sit. And I'm going to let it sit for probably 4 or 5 days, you know. Just seeing what's going to happen, if it's going to free up at all. And if it doesn't rotate over at all, then I mean, we'll tear it down and part it out, you know. I mean, maybe the crank's still savable. I mean, it's a 350 crank. People want them, you know. Maybe the heads are somewhat savable. They're not great heads, but I mean, somebody out there will want a set of heads. You know, we can sell them for pretty cheap. Intake manifold, it's old Smarter intake manifold, so we're not real worried about it. So let's go ahead and knock these plugs out of it best we can. We're gonna go straight for the sniper shot on the plugs. Let that sit. Get the oh. That actually wasn't too bad. Well, here comes the water. That means that cylinder is trash. Cylinder number 6, full of water, also trash. Guys, I am guesstimating a chance of 0.1% chance of this thing rotating over. And that's being generous. Full to the brim of water. Perfect. Alright, here's more of a continuation of a plan we don't have. I got my vacuum bleeder, and I'm going to try to suck the water out of these cylinders. Just leave that down there. What are you doing, baby girl? So we're going to go ahead and fill the cylinders full of marble. Just pour some in, and hopefully that'll maybe unstick the rings. I highly doubt it. So I had to change my setup so I could get more. I was spilling too much and I didn't want to spill none, so I had to add this piece of hose on here so I could get down in the cylinders. Alright, so what I've done here is I've got all the cylinders full of marble, and I had to do a little bit of dumpster diving, and I got most of the plugs back. My aim was pretty good. I lost 2. I don't know where they went. 6 made it in the trash can. 2 are gone. Don't know where they're at. So that's going to do it for the engine side of things. I'm going to try to see about getting that starter moving around. If not, I mean, it'll be a pretty good core. So I'm going to set this down, and it's just going to sit. And hopefully the marble does a little bit. I almost forgot to start filming. Go ahead and prematurely beat on it. Let's show you the setup here. So the old wire coming off of it, just jumper cable. The high powered side to the case. I got some solenoid action. Alright, now we're gonna play starter mechanic. Try to. I think that just broke. Yep, that just broke. So the starter mechanic is going off to a bad start already. Well, we got it off. Just needed a little bit of turning. And we're going to assume, we're not going to assume, we know for a fact this is never going to work ever again. That's the inside of it. Probably what the inside of the engine looks like. Yeah, I was hoping that this was going to be, I don't know, halfway decent, but it is not at all. Curiosity is killing me. I want to see what in the hell? I want to see what it looks like underneath these valve covers if I can get them off. What the hell? So it doesn't fall down there on in the lifters. Oh. But we already knew what it was going to look like in here, so we don't care. Got the angle just right where it'll sit there and hold itself. Well, just as I figured. It's full of water and sludge. Good news is most of this is aluminum, and it did have some ATF in it at least one point in time to keep it from completely dying. Oh yeah, look at that. Just like that, she's spinning on the inside. That's a good sign. Might be a halfway decent rebuilder for somebody. I'm definitely not going to sell it saying, you stop hitting me. Definitely not going to sell it to somebody and say, hey, good transmission. I'm not that type of guy. That's going to do it for this weekend's video. We figured out that the transmission is okay-ish. Needs to be rebuilt. Pretty bad. Motor? It's a motor anchor. I'm going to let that Marvel sit, and I'm going to see if it'll do anything. I highly doubt it. So, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week.